Happy Friday, everyone. Stephen Lee here. In this video, I'll be providing an update in regards to the new child tax credit. I'll be answering the following 4 questions. What is it and how is it different than the current child tax credit? Number 2 is who will be eligible? Number 3 is what is the timing? And number 4 is what to do if you need to update with the IRS, whether it's your income, marital status, or even the number of children that you have. So let's get right into the first question. What is it and how is this new child tax credit different than the current child tax credit? The new child tax credit is from the American Rescue Plan that was signed into law this past March. The new credit offers American families a larger tax credit potentially for just the 2021 year. Remember, this is only for 2021. Congress and President Biden is trying to push this to be for a few more years, but as of the shooting of this video, this new credit or this larger credit is only available for the 2021 year. And this max credit is an increase from the current $2,000 credit that currently exists. Okay, the new credit is fully refundable. Okay, so what that means is if there's any credit left over after offsetting any taxes due, you'll get that back as a tax refund. The new child tax credit will provide advance payments on half the credit to qualifying families in 2021. The amount a family receives each month will vary based on the number of children, marital status, and the income and the age of those children in the family. For qualifying families, the advance payments could be up to $250 per month per child for children between the ages of 6 to 17 years old. That's $250 per month per child for children between the ages of 6 through age 17. For children 5 and under, the advance payment would be up to $300 per month per child. This is new as the current child tax credit can only be claimed when you file your income tax return. Remember, if this is the kind of tax update and information that you're looking for, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. All right, let's go into question number 2. Who will be eligible? The IRS will base eligibility for the credit and the advance payments based on either the 2019 or 2020 income tax return, the most recent of the two. Okay, so it's either 2019 or your 2020 tax return. If you're wondering how much your family may be eligible for, there's a great 2021 child tax credit calculator, and I'll leave the link in the information section below that you can see to see basically what you're estimated to receive under this new child tax credit. Eligibility will be based once again on your adjusted gross income, on again your most recently filed tax return, either 2019 or 2020. For single filers, the increased credit phase out begins at $75,000. Okay, so the phase out here, there's actually 2 phase outs for this credit. The current existing child tax credit of $2,000 still remains, and the phase out limitations for that is $200,000 for singles and $400,000 for married filing jointly. Okay, so that the current $2,000 child tax credit is not going anywhere, and the phase outs for that stay exactly the same. These phase outs that I'm about to mention is for the additional child tax credit. Okay, so it's above that $2,000 mark. So remember, for children under the age of 5 and under, they are eligible up to $3,600 per year. So it's basically an additional $1,600 for the year. And for those that are between the ages of 6 to 17, it's an additional $1,000 because they're eligible for up to $3,000 per child. So it's that $3,000 minus the existing $2,000, additional $1,000, or $3,600 minus the existing $2,000 for an additional $1,600 child tax credit. So once again, the $2,000 current child tax credit is not going anywhere. It's just the additional $1,600 or $1,000 per child that is new for 2021. And the phase out for that additional amount that I just mentioned, that either $1,000 or that $1,600, goes like this. For single filers, the increased credit phase out begins at $75,000. Okay. For head of household, the increased credit phase out begins at $112,500. And for married filing joint, the increased credit phase out begins at $150,000. Okay, remember, this is just the increase of the child tax credit that phases out up to the current existing phase out rules for the $2,000 child tax credit. Please note that once again that the existing child tax credit of $2,000 will begin to phase out for married couples making more than $400,000, and then for singles and head of household making more than $200,000. Okay, so remember, once again, the $2,000 child tax credit stays. The phase out remain the same, but it's just the additional amount, the additional child tax credit, that will be different, and the phase outs for that are a little bit different. All right, so let's go to section number 3 here. Is what is the timing here? So when can you expect the advance payments as well as the remaining of the credit? So IRS Commissioner Charles Rettig said this past week in a testimony before Congress that the IRS fully expects to start sending advance payments starting this July 2021. That means that many families who qualify for the child tax credit should receive 6 payments, 6 equal payments basically, in 2021 for half the child tax credit, okay? Each month starting in July all the way through December. Okay, so 6 payments. Remember, this is only half the payments. So basically, let's say, for example, you had a 5-year-old who's eligible up to $3,600. Half of that is $1,800. You'd basically get $300 for that 5-year-old per month starting in July through December. And let's say you had a 15-year-old in that age range between 6 and 17. Okay, the current max credit is $3,000. Half of that is $1,500. Divide that by 6, and that's $250 per month, okay, for that child, okay, per month, July through December. And once again, it depends on your income that you reported on your most recently filed tax return to see how much of that advance credit that you're eligible for. Okay. This is really good news that the commissioner just gave, because earlier or last month, he actually stated that it might be difficult for the IRS to start sending out these advance payments in July. So this is really good news that he gave earlier this week. Rettig also acknowledged that the IRS is not historically an agency that is used to sending periodic payments, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. He actually estimates there's between 300 to 500 agency employees dedicated to this program. So there's a lot of work that goes into it. So you just have to be patient with the IRS for this. Let's go to number 4. What to do if your information needs to be updated with the IRS. Okay. The American Rescue Plan also required that the IRS create an online portal so that you can update your income, marital status, and the number of qualifying children. So if your circumstances changed in 2021 from your last filed federal tax return, and you believe those changes could affect the amount of your child tax credit for 2021, you would be able to go onto that portal once it's up and running and update it with the correct information. So for example, let's say your marital status changed from single to or head of household to married, or from married to single or head of household. You definitely want to update that. If your income, if there's a significant increase or a drop in that income, you definitely want to update that. Also, this new portal will allow those to opt out of the advance payments. Okay, so this new portal that's coming will allow you to opt out of receiving advance payments. And if you want to receive any eligible advance payment or the eligible credit when you file your 2021 tax return later next year at this time, right? So basically, when you file your 2021 return, there's gonna be a reconciliation for what you're eligible for. Okay, you might not be eligible, or you might be eligible for more once you file your 2021 return. So this portal will allow you to opt out from those advance payments. Also, the IRS Commissioner mentioned that this online portal should be launched by July 1st. Okay, so hopefully before July 1st, but by July 1st. And he also mentioned and asked for your patience, right? All of our patience, because there will be issues and different problems that will come up as this portal goes live. Just like most portals, just like the stimulus payments, things like that. So we need to be patient with the IRS. All right, thank you everyone for watching. Please leave your questions and comments in the section below. I love to hear your feedback and your questions related to this, as well as your thoughts related to this new advanced child tax credit. Until next time, I wish everyone a wonderful day and a great weekend. Bye.